Alright, what is going on, guys? Sports and Hype back with a new video. And since NFL starts back this week, I thought I'd show you some of my running back and wide receiver investments that I've made. Now, also, just by showing you what I've bought, it's kind of 3 points I want to get across here. And the first one is that you don't have to pay for information, right? So when I first got back into the sports card hobby 3 months ago, all of the so-called experts were saying not to invest in football cards. And the ones that said it were okay said definitely don't invest in running back and wide receivers, right? Because they've never been a good return on investment and they never will be. Now, some of those same guys, want you to pay them $40, $50 a month to give you 3 or 4 picks and tell you 3 or 4 cards to buy every month. Them, and there's other services out there that you can pay $40, $50 a month and look at charts and watch cards go up and down in value. And that's fine if you want to do that, but you don't have to, right? So I immediately, when I heard the experts saying, don't invest in running back and wide receivers, I stopped paying any of them any attention, to be honest with you. And don't get me wrong, it's cool to see other people get on here and show charts of how cards have went up and down, and that's fine. I like looking at, see what Zion Williamson has done this month, how his cards have rose and fell, but at the end of the day, I'm not investing in Zion Williamson, so I'm not going to pay to see those charts. If I'm interested in a card, I'll go on eBay, I'll look it up, I'll look at completed auctions, I'll go on 380point.com, look at completed auction results, I'll look at buy it nows, sort them from low to high to kind of get an idea of what cards are going for. So you don't have to pay for information. Also, you don't have to have a lot of money to invest. I'll show you cards that I've paid, a couple $100 for, like this Michael Thomas in the back, that have risen in price. But I'm also going to show you cards that I paid 50 cents for, and those have risen to, 10 times value, $5, $6, $7, $8. So you don't have to have a lot of money to invest. And also, just probably the third point is just believe in yourself. There's a lot of new people into the card market, people such as myself that used to collect as we were kids, into our teens and 20s, got out of it for whatever reason. Now we're back in it when we're a little older. We've got a little more spendable income, so there's more stuff we're buying. Some people like me have kids. They're getting their kids into it. Teenagers are into it. Teenagers are into a lot of stuff. They're into stocks and anything else that they can invest in and make money. So they've jumped in the sports card market. You've got just plain flippers out there. You'll go to Walmart and buy anything that's selling. They'll buy anything from diapers to candy bars. Okay, so they're going to the sports card section and checking to see if sports cards are over there, and if there are, they'll buy them and just flip them and make money. You've got sneakerheads, people that deal in sneakers and streetwear. They've come into the sports card market. So, and they're into a lot of them are into the quick flips, getting in and get out. So that brings a new energy to the sports card market. And then you got fantasy footballers. There's a ton of people that play fantasy football. So you're going to have people that are drafting, Christian McCaffrey, number 1 overall. They're going to want to root for him all year. Well, they're also going to want to buy his rookie card and root for it to go up in value all year. So there's a lot of new people in the sports card market now that wasn't. So I feel like the old rules aren't going to apply. The rules such as, don't invest in running back and wide receivers. A guy popped up on my TikTok feed. Somebody that don't follow me popped up on my feed for some reason, and he got on there and he's got thousands of followers, and he said, he was telling everybody, well, it's time to start investing in wide receivers and running backs. I've been telling you for the past few months not to do it, only invest in quarterbacks. But times are changing, and it's time we start investing. And that's great that you're finally changing. But for the past 3 or 4 months, you've been telling everybody that's following you not to invest. So you're 3 or 4 months behind there, buddy. Football cards especially, have grown 400, 500, 1,000%, some of them. So you're behind. It's great you're changing, but in the sports card market today, I feel like anything goes, So the old rules don't necessarily apply. You need to be ready for change and be ahead of change if you can. But with that said, I want to show you some of my investments that I've chosen to make. Now, right off the bat, the first person I decided I was going to invest in was Michael Thomas. So right off the bat, I started buying Michael Thomas cards. Now, I started off buying, I think my first card was the PSA 9 Optic Rookie. I gave $27 for that card. And the value on it now is currently at $60. And I'll show you a snapshot here. You can freeze it if you want to. It shows you what all I've bought, what all I've paid. I paid $27 for it. It's now worth $60. I bought, as you see, I bought 7 PSA 10 Optic Michael Thomas cards. And I gave varying prices for them. As you'll see, I gave anywhere from $58 to $135 for them. The last 2 or 3 sales on those have been $300 each, which would now put the value at this collection I have at $2,100. The 2016 Prism PSA 9, I bought one of those. So paid $75 for it. Those are currently going for $200. My best purchase by far is the Michael Thomas you see in the back there, the PSA 10. I paid $170 for it. They're now going for over $800. I seen one recently sell for $850, but generally the past few sales have been right at $800. Now, a lot of people say that they don't have the money to invest in PSA cards, and I get that. So what I noticed was as the Michael Thomas rookie cards was going up, I decided to invest in his second year Prism cards. So I ended up buying 87 of his second year Prism cards. Now, this isn't all of them. I didn't want to bring the whole stack over here, but I bought 86 of those. I got them in shipped, 50 cents each. Got a total of $43 in that lot of cards. These are now selling from anywhere from $6. I've seen them sell for $7, $8 on eBay, ComC. I can't find any cheaper than $6 right now. So that would put this lot of 86 cards that I bought for $43. That'd put the value of that lot at $516. So you don't have to have a lot of money to get into sports card investing. You can invest as little as 50 cents each. I mean, that's over a 10 times return on your money right now at the current values. I went ahead and also bought 17 of the second year Prism cards. I think you can tell these have got a little bit more of a shine. You can tell the Prism cards on the back, because they say Prism right at the bottom down there. But I bought 17 of these. Gave $1 a piece for them. $1 a piece shipped out the door. $19 total in these. These are now selling for $18 each. In some cases more than that. So you'll see that that $19 investment there has turned into $342. Now, Michael Thomas was by far my favorite receiver that I wanted to invest in, but I also wanted to pick out 3 or 4 more young wide receivers that I thought had a lot of growth potential. So the next one I picked out was Kenny Galladay. You'll see in the back here, got this Prism PSA 10, and there's not a lot of graded Kenny Galladay cards on the market, but I bought that one for $45. Last sale on it was $200, and I don't even know. I think that the cheapest one right now to buy it now is probably around $350, and I don't necessarily believe it's worth that, but that's just what you'd have to pay if you wanted one right now. I'd also bought a couple of PSA 9 Kenny Galladays. I bought those two. I gave $9 and $22 each for those. Those are selling for $80 each now. I bought some of his raw cards. So I'm not buying only graded cards. I bought some of his raw cards as well. I bought, let's see here, 6 of his regular raw cards there. Paid $350 each on them. Those are now selling for $35 each. That's a 10 times return on your investment at $350 each. So like I say, you don't have to have a lot of money at all to get into sports cards. I bought the Orange Wave, or the Prism Orange Wave. I don't know if it's the Orange Wave or not, but it's the Orange Prism, numbered to 275. Bought that rookie card of him, paid $6 for it. Past couple of sales on it have been $15. I bought 2 of the Prism Blue Waves. That's a nice looking card. Those are numbered to 149. I don't know if that's showing up. Yeah, there we go. Those are numbered to 149 each. Paid $7 each on them. Last sales on those have been $30 each. And to finish it out, I bought some of his Optic rookie cards. I bought 19 of those. I've got $1.35 each in those. A total of a $26 investment in the Optic cards. Those are selling easily for $7 each now. So like I said, I bought 19 of those. So you don't have to buy PSA cards if you don't want to. There's definitely money to be made in raw cards as well. And if I wanted to grade, I could probably go through here and pick out the best ones in these lots, send them in for grading, because I haven't carefully inspected them, but I don't think buyers was cherry picking 50-cent and $1 cards, right? So a lot of these raw cards I have are probably going to be in pretty good condition. The next receiver that I wanted to invest in was Calvin Ridley. Now I haven't bought many Calvin Ridley cards. I've bought, I've bought 2 PSA cards. I've bought a 9. I've bought a 10. I say both in his Prism. The PSA 9, I gave $9 for it. Those are currently selling for $90. The PSA 10, I gave $26 for that one. The last sale on a PSA 10 was $220. Very good return on that. And I bought some of his raw cards, Prism raw rookie cards. Bought 8 of them, $1.75 a piece. Raw versions are selling for $20 now. So wonderful returns on Calvin Ridley. I bought, next up I bought some Juju SmithSchuster cards. Not many of those, but I bought a few. I bought 3 of his Optic rookie PSA 9s. I gave $13, $15, and $15 each for those. Those are currently selling for about $35 each. So doubled my investment on that. As of right now, I bought a PSA Prism. This is a 10. PSA 10. Paid $26 for it. The last sale on it was $220. And I bought I don't guess I have it over here, but I also bought a PSA 9. I gave $9 for it. It's a Prism. And last sale on it was $100. It's a good return on that. And the last receiver I decided to invest in, and I was a little late on investing in this guy, but jumped on him right before prices really skyrocketed on him. And that was Terry McLaurin. Prices on these cards have just went crazy. I bought one Red Wave, gave $15 for it. I think the last sale on it was $30, and I don't even know if you can find one right now because these are numbered to 149. So there's just not a lot of these on the market. But his regular 2019 Prism Raw card, I ended up getting pretty good lot of these. I got 26 of these. I had to pay $5 each for them. These are currently selling for $15 each, 15 and up. You know, probably depending on the condition. And like I say, when I bought these for $5, I was buying them in lots. They look to be in real good condition. I'm pretty sure at that price they wasn't cherry picked. People wasn't thinking about grading them. I bought them from reputable sellers. And like I say, they look to be in pretty good condition. So that is the wide receivers that I decided to invest in. Now, as far as running backs, I do feel like running backs are a riskier investment. They tend to get hurt more often than everybody else. So I limited my buying on them to 2 people. One was Saquon Barkley. I ended up buying this Optic PSA 10 card. I gave $77 for it. Last couple of sales on that have been $275 each. And I bought a couple of the PSA 9s. Bought those for $35 each. Those are currently selling for $135. Good investment there. And of course, I invested in Christian McCaffrey. Best running back in football, in my opinion. I bought his Optic Rookie PSA 10. I gave $85 for it. They're currently selling for about $450. I bought some PSA 9 Optic Rookies of his. Bought 3 of those. I paid $37 each for those. PSA 9s are selling for about $135 each. And I bought some of his Donruss, just raw cards. Like I said, I don't buy just all PSA. Bought 10 of his Donruss rated rookie cards. Paid $5 each on those. Those are currently selling for $15 each. So, in all, total investment, running back, wide receivers, total investment I made on all the cards I showed you, $1,785. The current value is right at $7,661, which would be a 429% ROI at current value. Now keep in mind, to realize that ROI, I would need to sell these cards right now. And when I'm not gonna lie, when I bought these, I bought them with investment purposes in mind. But in my mind, it would take, I had planned on it taking at least 2 years to reach this amount. I thought that they would go up. I thought that as hot as sports cards were, they might go up during the season after a few good games, maybe the playoffs. And then I would determine then whether I wanted to go ahead and sell or not. Had no idea that they would go ahead and bring the return that they're bringing now before the season even started. So honestly, I don't know if I'm going to sell or hold on to them. I'll probably just hold on to them. But let me know in the comments what you would do. Would you sell at this price, knowing what I've got in them? Would you go ahead and make your money now and get out? But since football season hasn't even started, would you wait and see how they do during the season? I mean, you're taking a big risk. They could get injured at any point. But if they don't get injured, it's a good chance prices are just going to keep going up. I mean, even the raw cards, like I said, these Michael Thomas cards, second-year Prism cards, they're selling for $6-7 now. There's no reason that they won't go to $8. The rookie cards, especially these graded Michael Thomas, they just keep going up. That keeps going up to, that's at $800, $850 now. If that goes up to $1,000, that's going to trickle down to his raw rookie cards. That's going to price a lot of people out. There's no reason they won't go to a second-year card. You have $10 for it. But anyway, it's like I say, it's risk to not sell right now. Let me know what you do. This video has ran kind of long. I knew it would run a little while, but we're at about the 22-minute mark right now, so I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I just wanted to show the running backs, wide receiver investments that I made. And like I said, just if you take 3 things away from this video, just realize that you don't have to pay experts for their advice. Plenty of free advice out there. You can invest anywhere from 50 cents to $1 to $100, $200 and make money. You don't have to have a lot of money to make money. And, you know, just believe in yourself. Like, everybody told me not to buy these cards. They said don't buy running backs, wide receivers. I done it anyway. Maybe I took a bigger risk than what I'm realizing, but it's paid off. So just believe in yourself. And that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you checking this video out. I'm excited for the football season. For those wondering, I am getting a little better, so I'm very appreciative of that as well. I appreciate you watching this video, guys. I'll be out with some more soon. Thank you so much. Until next time, y'all, stay hype.